Hi, it's me. Number 10. King Richard III's grave. In 2012, while construction workers were digging up a parking lot in Leicester, UK, they uncovered a very big surprise. Beneath the parking lot was a secret grave that turned out to be the final resting place of King Richard III. Richard III died in 1485 and was believed to have been buried in a church in Leicester, but the location of his grave had been lost to history for centuries. That is, until those construction workers uncovered it while digging the new foundations for a library. Archaeologists carefully excavated the site and found a skeleton wearing a crown. They knew right away who it was. How could they be so sure? Well, Richard III was a pretty unique individual. He was the last Plantagenet king, the last king to die in battle on English soil, and the last king to be buried outside of London. The bones found in the grave were also unusually large, matching the king's known height and build, and a full skeletal analysis confirmed that this was indeed Richard III. But what was he doing buried under a parking lot in Leicester? Well, after his death in battle at the age of just 32, his body was taken to St. Nicholas Church in Leicester for burial. At the time, it was customary for fallen royalty to be buried in churches. In fact, most of England's medieval monarchs met their end in battle and were buried in churches. But over the centuries, the records of where Richard was buried were lost. The church was damaged during the English Civil War and its records were destroyed. Then in the 19th century, the church was taken down and turned into a parking lot. Now we know exactly where Richard III is buried, but no one is allowed to disturb his grave. It's illegal to dig up a king, even if he's been dead for 500 years. Number 9. Mary, Queen of Scots. In 1567, Mary, Queen of Scots, was beheaded for her role in a plot to assassinate her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I. Now, you might think that a queen would be buried in a spectacular tomb, and you'd be right. But where is it? Let me tell you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.